Mother, it is time I finished what you began.
Definitely smart not to hotkey Bear Might. Of course, it's gonna be a rooftop battle.
It is you at last.
Commander Washington, if you give up the apple, I will let you live.
Give up the apple?
It controls you.
Is that what you believe? I believe I control it. Although I never considered the possibility that it could control someone. Perhaps it can.
You have been corrupted by the apple's power.
Corrupted? Well, that raises an interesting question. Do you wish me to give up the apple in order to save my soul? Or do you wish the apple for yourself so you can control the nation?
The true rulers are the people.
Let's not deceive ourselves. It's an absurd thought, but let's suppose that I were beholden to this apple. How would you behave differently?
I would use it for the good of everyone.
Well, the possession of the apple is both a burden and a blessing. Tell me, when you shake the earth, do you feel that you are a slave to the people? Or do you wish to be their master?
The people want you brought down.
But you didn't answer the question.
I am the only king here!
Well then, you're gonna be beheaded.
You've run out of tricks, eh? Let this singe your flame. Clever trick. Where have you got this time? Any other tricks? Oh! I will send you back to hell.
I switched that super quick.
I expected the use of dark magic. Are you just going to stand there in plain sight? Behold, it turns to light. See the light. It appears to obey you. At last. Burn, miserable
hard to like navigate to him. It's not impossible, just hard.
You cannot reach me.
I will end you for all you've done!
I will end you, he says.
We are now ready.
Ow. I was wondering when Bearmite was going to be a part of this.
Let this singe your flesh.
Armageddon. I died trying to bring down Washington. And I plead with you, do not pursue the apple.
My son, I am so worried for you. The sky journeys have led you astray. Give up your fight for the apple, please, my son. Please.
Now's your chance. Take the apple. Take it. Take it. Commander.
Take it. Take it from me. I do not want it.
No man should possess a power so absolute.
Sink it into the sea. Weight it, and sink it to the bottommost reaches of the ocean.
Turns out I was right then, I guess.
Where are we headed, anyway?
Commander Washington,
I thought I was alone.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's quite all right.
Things appear to be at a stalemate.
I'm afraid so.
Might I suggest, Commander, that a republic cannot survive in a world with so many contending powers?
I beg your pardon.
Elected bodies, to be sure. The war was fought for this. For this nation to prosper. For this nation to thrive. The weakness of a republic must be balanced by a powerful man at its center. A powerful man, Commander, who, if I may be so bold, would be elevated in the eyes of the world if he were given the title of king.
Sir, I believe I can answer you in complete candor. Your proposal raises the greatest mischief that could befall my country. You could not have found a person to whom your schemes are more disagreeable. Let me conjure you then. If you have any regard for your country, concern for yourself, or posterity, or respect for me, to banish these thoughts from your mind. Never communicate as from yourself or anyone else a sentiment of the like nature.
We are done here.
You want to go back?
Yes. Back. Take us back.
Hey, killer. Love it. Well, that was Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. Tyranny of King Washington DLC. Oof. So, I really enjoyed the story. The story was unique and interesting, to say the least. I did like the whole idea of Washington and Connor being stuck in this dream state, for lack of a better word, of what would happen if, you know, an apple came into play and Washington was the one who took the apple. Gameplay wise, I liked it's the same stuff as Assassin's Creed 3 base game was. You know, I liked the mechanics. I did like the added powers, although it did make the game at an imbalance. You know, the game became super easy once we had Wolf Cloak, and I learned how to utilize it to its fullest ability. But then also when we got Eagle Flight, the game just became that much easier. Bear Might wasn't really that game changing. Yeah, it's good for fighting lots of enemies, but I'd basically done all the combat I was going to do up to that point, so it didn't really matter too much at that point. Yeah, the missions were kind of subpar at best, I would say. Like I said, that one mission in sequence or episode 3 that I pointed out, where it was like, yeah, here, run around the town and do mini missions as part of your mission. It's like, come on. That's just like, in my opinion, that feels like they were just stretching for content. But, I mean, I guess it is just opinion-based, right? Like I said, bonus objectives are all kind of the same thing. There was kind of some cheesy ones there, but it was what it was. Also, the DLC did feel a little unpolished. Like I said, there was some glitches here and there that kind of made it interesting, to say the least. The biggest one being the spawn glitches of both the side missions and the chests. Some of the chests just respawned all the time, and the side missions, it felt like they didn't spawn enough, or I don't know. There were definitely set spawns, they weren't random. My biggest complaint about the DLC though would have been, or is rather, that they should have chopped down the map. It was definitely okay to reuse the maps, and I think that's perfectly fine, but there was no reason that they couldn't have cut off the map part that they weren't going to use and just went from there. Like, if I hit map, say, well, example, the worst one was the Frontier, like the first episode, we had the whole Frontier map. We only used maybe, I don't want to say a half of it, maybe a third of the map. There was no reason they couldn't have cut out the rest of it and just kind of shown only the part of the map that was actually accessible, and then just like fog of war the rest of the map. That way, when you're actually looking at the map and trying to decipher where to go through the map and stuff, it would have been a lot better. Same with Boston and New York. Not so much with those two, because it was kind of pretty obvious we were stuck to certain districts, but still, I feel like they should have taken the time and cut the maps. Overall, I really did enjoy the DLC. It was good. As a whole, for Assassin's Creed 3, I do like the game. I just hate the missions. That's the bottom line of it. The missions kind of dragged my gameplay experience down, but who knows? Maybe it was just me. Maybe you guys would have a better experience for that. Yeah, that's that though. Again, shameless plug. The reason that this took a little bit longer to get done and underway was because it was the holiday season, you know, Christmas, New Year's, and all that came up. That means I was also super busy at work, but B, I've been running Door Kickers Action Squad, speed running it. If you guys remember, about a year ago now, I think, I was running Murdered Soul Suspect and speed running it, and it's the same thing, sorta. I'm speed running Door Kickers Action Squad. Currently, I hold the world record in the Gangland full campaign run. That's doing all 12 missions in one sitting. All the campaigns have different leaderboards, and then there's one that's all campaign leaderboard. I do plan to work on that extensively. Like I said, I hold the world record in the first campaign, and I submitted ACIII runs on the leaderboards for practically every level. I'm placed in every ACIII level for the first first campaign, except for one of them. One of them I hold 4th place. All the other ones I hold 3rd. A friend and I just did co-op ACIII attempts, so we actually hold the world record for every single individual level of the first campaign. We just have yet to submit it, and then we're going to go back and obviously do a full campaign run in which we'll hold ACIII or world record in that, because no one else has actually attempted that yet. So that will be interesting. But yeah, like I said, I plan to work on that further and further, so I'm going to do ACIII attempts for all the other levels, because really there's only one person that's done leveled ACIII attempts. ACIII meaning individual levels here. And I want to do full runs of every campaign, because no one's actually done any campaign except for the first one. So that's all that. I do want to do some explanation videos of my world record runs, just kind of tell the mindset of where I was at and what I was trying to perform in each attempt, or in that specific run, I should say. However, I don't want that to stop my playthroughs on my channel here, so I'll kind of integrate them as it comes along. Like I said, next up is undetermined yet, but I do kind of want to probably do a horror game, I was thinking. I want to do something else to kind of void the gap between this and, like I said, I think Syndicate's the next one, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I do want to continue on with our Assassin's Creed series playthroughs, because it's one of those things that A, I want to play through all the games, and B, I want to focus on a series for now. That way we're not, you know, another year from now we work on Syndicate, and who knows, maybe a year from that we work on Unity, and then finally Black Flag. No, I want to sit down and hammer it out. With that being said, plans might change as the future comes along. I know Neo 2 is coming out sometime in February on PC. It's been out for a while on console, but it's finally getting the PC release through Steam. The exact February date is unknown to me at this current second, but I do look forward to that. I do have some other games on my wish list there that I really want to jump into. Maybe I'll do... I have an idea of one game I did want to do, so I might go ahead and do that. We'll see. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to let the credits roll out. Who knows, maybe there's going to be something at the end of the credits. You definitely don't have to watch it, but you might want to skip through to the end of it. I don't know if there's going to be anything at the credits, but if you made it this far to listen to me give my reviews and future plans like you always do, I really appreciate that. And yeah, so I'm going to end it here, and when we come back, we'll be with a new series. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say, comment down below, subscribe and share. So helps me out. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. Bye.